It's Patrick String Cheese Brown here for week 7 of my weekly update series. Kind of general bloggy stuff with a attempt to focus on art. This week, unfortunately not too crazy busy on the art front. Just been busy with work and life and all that fun stuff that comes with it. But along that, I do have some good kind of outside of art life news. On Monday, the 13th, I went into a meeting with my supervisor, well, not my supervisor, like the person pretty high up, and just talked about the job and how everything's going and how I'm enjoying it, because the job I'm doing currently is a temporary contract. It's until the project's done, which is the end of August. But they had this idea in mind to hire one of us on permanently, and so met with her and just talked kind of about the possibility of that. And that seemed really promising, and didn't hear anything until Wednesday, when my actual supervisor pulled me in for a meeting and officially offered me a job to be converted over to permanent full-time. So that includes change of salary and benefits and all that sort of stuff that comes with having a permanent salary job, which I've never had before. It's a completely new experience for me. But that was the big news for the week, so my temporary kind of 4 or 5 month job turned into permanent until who knows what in the future job. So that's super exciting. Just went over some paperwork and stuff like that I have to do and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's going to be moving forward pretty quickly here. I'm going to be starting officially on the 27th of this month. Not much, as far as I know, will change. Probably nothing will change as far as my job is concerned, but they'll change the future and pay and all sort of crazy stuff. So that's awesome. That actually, weirdly enough, takes a lot of weight off of my mind, because originally I was thinking sometime in August I was going to be ending this job. I didn't know when specifically. They said mid to late August. But still, that meant financially I don't know where I'll be after this job. Maybe I could move to a different department because there's another department in the company that picks up around that time, or maybe I'll have to find something else, or who knows. But big back of the mind sort of stress. So having that kind of off is fantastic, and I'm hopeful that it'll kind of make things easier in a weird way, even though not much is changing, I don't think. My schedule might change a little bit, but other than that, it's just kind of doing the same stuff, just with benefits and paid time off sometimes. But yeah, so that's the big exciting news. Big future stuff happening, which is really cool, and I'm stuttering over myself like I always do. But other than that, art-wise, a little less exciting this week. I might have done a little doodles or a little bit of progress on things here and there. The only major drawing, I suppose, I worked on was the robot drawing that I showed you a few weeks ago, I think. But I finished the line work for that, and I'm really happy with where that's kind of going. And I'll just have to start coloring that pretty soon and finish it up, and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, I'm kind of hopeful that having the sort of stability will allow me to to draw more, I guess. That's kind of silly, but that's the hope. We'll see. Really, I just need to draw more regardless of what my situation is. So that's just something I need to work on personally. But in the next week, I'm really kind of hoping I'll have time to sit down and actually draw and just kind of zone out and just do that. Which is interesting because between like work and everything else, pretty much the only thing I do in my free time is like draw, it seems like. And it's sad because I haven't drawn much lately, just shows you how crazy things have been. But it's weird because I used to play games all the time, or like, I don't know, I used to do all this other sort of stuff, and now I just kind of sit in front of my screen and just draw things, which I enjoy. It's just a weird change of pace. But yeah, so pretty short video this week, kind of just not much happening. Even though the little that happened was very exciting and very big, it hasn't been too much of a long talking sort of week. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you next week.